So, good morning or good night, depending on where you are in the world, and welcome to another interview of the Shield Dude on a Couch. I'm your host, Hector, and today we got the bass player from the band Streetcar Revenge. We have Mark, and very fittingly, he's in his car to do the interview, but not driving. So, Mark, how are you tonight?
I'm doing good. Thank you for having us.
Yeah. So, for people who haven't listened to Streetcar Revenge, you guys, like when I was listening to it, I felt like I taken like a time machine back to the 80s.
Yeah, it's interesting. We try to hit that mix where we have kind of the 80s, where we have the choruses, the big guitars, but then we try to go a little more modern sound, with the melodies, the lyrics, really kind of try to appeal to a couple different musical genres.
Yeah. So, you're like your band. Tell us like the history of how you guys got together as a band.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear what you said. It broke up a little bit. I mean, I'm still struggling with the
Oh,
connection.
like the history of how you guys got together as a band.
All right, it's been a long history. It started out back in 2018. Bill Gleason, the guitar player, and I got together and we started a band. We were called Scam at the time, SCAM, and we assembled it. It was a strong unit. We wrote our original songs, and we started playing out. Kind of gaining popularity. And then we have a record label in the area. It's called Kibble Records. And once a year, he does a show called New England Rock Fest. And basically, it's a display for all his bands on the label. So we heard about it, and I just kind of drove him nuts. I kept sending him pictures and videos, of Scam, and he checked it out and he liked it. So he let us be on the show, and we were kind of the only unsigned band on the show at the time. And while we were playing, Records works real close with Eonian Records. So Ryan Northrop from Eonian was there, and he heard us, and he really liked us. So after the show, he just told us how much he liked us. He said he wanted interested in working together. So we started writing enough songs for the CD, and then it just seemed like everything started going wrong. First our singer left on us. He decided he wanted to go back to more of a country songwriter route. He didn't want to do the rock stuff. And we probably were on our third singer right now. And then we probably went through about 5 drummers to get where we need to be. So finally, about a year and a half, 2 years ago, we settled in on this current lineup that we have. It was interesting because we actually recorded the whole CD and we turned it into Ionian, and they weren't happy with the vocals. So we had to basically get rid of the singer we had at the time and go on a search for someone new. So that's when we ended up finding Rick, our singer now, who lives in New York City. We're in Connecticut, so he's about a 2.5 hour ride away. And we basically took the vocals off the tracks and gave him all the music. And we told him just, write to it. Come up with your own melodies, come up with your own lyrics. Don't listen to what it was before. Make it new. And it was good because he has different influences than we do. Where Billy and I are more from the almost the the melodic rock, maybe 80ish kind of feel. Rick's more of a 90s guy, and so he kind of took our music and he gave it a modern feel. We ended up with Satellite was the first song he wrote, and he just blew us away with it. So then he just kept going and he rewrote the other 9 songs for us. And then thank God Ryan stayed with us the whole time. He was about a good 5 years at this point. And he stood behind us, let us record. We recorded with BJ Zampa from Dokken, engineered it for us. And the finished product came out great. Ryan was happy with it. He sent it out for mastering, and finally in May it got released. So it was a long run. I think I recorded the bass tracks probably about 2 years ago.
Wow. And the first singer, how did you find him?
The very first singer, he was a young guy. He's actually lived in the same town that our guitar player played in. And I think he saw him playing somewhere. And he said, you just saw the talent, the stage presence, and he was telling me, boy, this is the guy we want. So he came in and he blew us away. He was great. And like I said, things were rolling. And then he just kind of wanted to go back to the songwriter, a little more country feel. You didn't want to do the rock stuff for us.
No, but what
So,
I
and
was,
we started our search from there.
yeah, how did you, where did you find your current singer?
Oh, the current singer. What happened with him? He played in a band based out of New York City, and my wife and I we went to see a couple of our friends who were playing on the same show, and we saw him. We just started talking, and what we would do with Scam, and to an extent, even the Streetcar Revenge, we find different bands, and we team up with them. So, in that case, it was a band from New York. So they said, "Hey, we'll do something in New York, music in different areas." So he was in one of those bands, and he came, he played a show with us, and Billy and I were looking at him, saying, "Man, this guy would be good for, he fit nice with us." And at the time we said, "Boy, he's in New York City. It's far enough away that it could be a problem." So we didn't really think anything of it. And then the time came when we needed a new singer. We were kind of scouring our brains, watching videos, thinking, who could we get? And his name happened to come up again. So we said, you know what, let's just call him, see what he's doing. And maybe he's interested, maybe he's not, but it doesn't hurt to ask. And we called him. He was interested. It gets along great with us. It's really, the lineup right now is unbelievable. It's so strong. So,
Yeah, and
and
you
then
mentioned,
just before him,
yeah, and you mentioned the satellite music video and the song, and so the music video is, there's a part where it's like an AI generated, and the other part is you guys playing in a venue, correct?
yeah, we try to do a little bit of both. I mean, honestly, it was, because we're trying to get everything out there, so the cost that up. So AI was a little bit more affordable way to go. So we had somebody, we put the video out for bid. They did the AI part, and then we filmed a stage live performance at one of the clubs in here in Connecticut. And then the singer actually put them both together, and the finished result.
So you guys had all
So
the,
it tells a nice story.
yeah. So you guys had all the music done. So the new singer came and he basically did newer lyrics, like, but he didn't touch anything. Like the music was done. He just changed what the songs were about.
Yes, yep. We basically just deleted all the vocals off it, and we gave him the tracks with the bass, drums, guitars. And he just wrote to that. So then we went in afterwards. We tweaked maybe a little guitar solo here, put a little bit more, a little less, and put a little more color to it. But for the most part, it was all done when we gave it to him. From a music standpoint.
So I'm guessing the record label also enjoyed the newer lyrics better.
Yeah, they really did. When they came through, it was night and day. It was a huge difference. Huge growth in the band, and when Ryan came in, he was just blown away by it.
Yeah, and so you have other songs, songs like "It's Too Late," "You Don't Love Me," "Rock and Roll Salute," and I have a question. So you recorded with BJ, I think who BJ Zumba or something that used to work with
Yeah, BJ Zampa.
DJ Sam,
Yeah.
that dog can. So,
Yes.
but he's working with. How was the experience of working with a producer who's worked with some big bands from the 80s?
He was awesome. He really he had just a great way.
Are you there, Mark?
He kind of, he pulls out of you what you need. You know, we'll play that right. Tell you there's a little problem here. I'll fix that. The vocals. He was a big part of the harmonies. Yep. Oh, can you hear me still?
Yes, I can hear you.
Oh, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Oh, I don't know. Did I lose you?
No, I'm here. I'm here.
I can still see you. With BJ. Okay. Yeah, I see it. Yeah. Going back to the question regarding BJ, how with him? Yeah, it's terrific. He had a great way about him. He kind of beating on you too hard. You'd play something and he's like, "Well, that's not quite right. Maybe try it again." And he'd have a, just kind of push you that way. To really get everything where it needed to be. He
Awesome.
offered just different encouragements on the harmonies and little vamping parts. He helped us with that, and Yeah, it was a fun experience. It was really enjoyed working with them.
Yeah, and here I'm gonna show the artwork of the record. So here's the artwork for the Streetcar Revenge album. What can you tell me about what the band wanted with this artwork?
What we did, the whole record has kind of a theme to it. If you even look at some of the pictures, within the book, the CD booklet in the back package, it was kind of fun. A friend of mine actually has a car lot where he sells exotic and classic cars. So we kind of want to follow that whole theme. We wanted the hot rods, the cool cars. So we actually came up with this album cover. We kind of wanted, the black and silver. We like that with the theme. Kind of get the hot rod on there, a little bit of color in the headlights. And then that fit right into the photo shoot. We went to the car lot. And if you look at the back of the CD, we're all standing in front of some pretty cool cars. Some old GTOs. I think there's no Camaro in the picture. So everything just it lined up for us. The Streetcar Revenge name. Kind of wanted the hot rods. That whole look. Just the throwbacks. Kind of metal look to it.
Yeah. So would you say you're very into cars?
We all dabble in it. We're not really gearheads too much, but we're big NASCAR fans, and we drive pretty cool cars. But yeah, so kind of it all lined up for us.
Okay, so I know the album's been out since May. So are you guys playing some shows? What's next for Streetcar Revenge?
Yeah, right now we're working with Payment Entertainment, who's obviously helping us promote everything. So what we're doing now, we just released the video last night for Little Piggies, which is the second single on the CD, and that's already doing good for us. So what we want to do is in the fall, we're looking to hopefully get on a couple local tours. Start off in the Northeast up here to New York, Connecticut, New Jersey. We do have some contacts down in the Southeast, so we want to get down to there. The Florida, Biloxi, Mississippi, the Alabama region, where the music's strong. So we're trying to little by little kind of get it out to the people. It's been the response from what we played so far has been terrific.
And
The merchandise is selling. Everybody kind of likes the album cover, and they enjoy the shows. We get a ton of compliments afterwards, and it's going good so far. Fingers crossed, keeps going.
awesome. And you guys still have copies of the CD that people can purchase from you?
We do. We have everything. We have the CDs. You can get it either through us off our website, our Facebook page, or through Eonian Records right on their webpage. We also have a USB drive because we find not a lot of people have CD players anymore. So we have it looks like a little business card, but it actually pops out into USB drive and it has all the CD artwork loaded onto it. So you get all 10 songs plus the full 10-page CD book, the front and the back cover.
Okay.
And then we're also on all the streaming services. We're on Spotify. And, we'll pop up for you.
Yeah. And if people can follow you Facebook or are you guys also on Instagram?
Right now we're just on Facebook, so we push everything out through that. They're putting our Instagram account together soon. That should be live within the next month. But yeah, right now, main thing Facebook and also our website, streetcarrevenge.com.
Okay. So people can follow you there so they know where the next shows are and everything. So Mark, before I let
Yep,
you go,
absolutely.
yeah, since you're on vacation with your wife, anything
Oh, don't worry.
like to say to the fans before we go?
Yeah, come out and see us. Check out the CD. Again, if you're a fan of melodic rock that kind of throws back with the loud guitars, the big choruses, we think you'll enjoy it. So look up Streetcar Revenge. Find us anywhere. We have the CDs. Contact one of us on Facebook. We'll get you some merchandise, CDs, the streaming services, and we're looking forward to getting out there and seeing everybody, meeting a lot of people, and getting our music out there.
Awesome. So Mark, I want to thank you I want to thank you for taking some time of your night to chat with me, and hopefully the reception got a little bit better. But so So thank you for bearing with me. With the reception. So Couchers, the Streetcar Revenge album is out now. I'll post the
Yes.
people who want to follow the band and order a physical copy. So until next time, Couchers, this is Hector, the Shield Dude on a Couch, and I'll see you all right here on the couch. Thank you.
Thank you, Hector.
And goodbye.